Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I haven't done much on here for a while, so I'm hoping I can still remember how to edit videos and stuff. I'm going to participate in a mixed media challenge. Mixed media is actually my first love. I think I've only mostly done videos on junk journaling and ephemera at this time, but I've been doing mixed media for quite a while and I really love it. So I'm following along with Robin Dudley Howes. Minutes. I'm actually very detail oriented and lots of layers, but I'm going to try to do a more simplified version for this next 30 days because my normal mixed media is quite a lot of collage, big scale, and I can spend hours on a page. So I'm going to try to do a quicker version for this. And she's using a new journal from Dina Wakley about, it's like a ledger journal, and I want that journal so bad, but I'm not going to buy a new journal for this because I have so many unfinished journals. But I'm just going to show you a couple. I don't know exactly what my pages are going to look like because I do a few different styles, but I'm thinking right now, because I've been kind of in a messy, grungy kind of space for a while on my pages, so I think that's probably more the way I will go. I got this out to show, I forget what this challenge is called. It was real popular maybe, I don't know, 8 or 10 years ago, but it was where you had to try to complete an entire journal in a few hours, and I liked it because it had layering recipes. And I won't follow this exactly because on that one, I made my own journal, and it's like one layer was your background, and like scraping or brayering paint is what I usually did. And then you go in with another layer with, like, I think some quick collage is another layer. Another layer is like adding stenciling. There's a layer for adding words and doodling and that kind of thing. It's like a 5-step program. Well, it's not a program, I guess, but a 5-step process. And I thought I would never get it done, but really it was to get yourself started and just create with a band, without a band. Is it with abandon or without abandon? But to just create without thinking and just go, go, go. Because I actually find my stuff turns out better and less fussy if I can go quickly, and I can actually accomplish a lot if I do have those kind of boundaries. So this was a journal I did. You can't see the whole thing. It's not gonna, the whole thing will not fit on my screen because this is quite tall. It's probably 14 inches tall. I had, for this journal, I used a big supersize magazine, one with fairly thick pages, and I doubled the pages in half, glued them shut, and then I added some tape through here. Okay, so anyway, for this journal, I folded the pages shut, and then I taped it because no matter what kind of glue, it's going to kind of come loose in the center there, so it kind of strengthened it. But I don't know if I think I used mostly the whole book, but I did that, and then before I had started that project, I kind of pre-prepped the pages, which was adding a bunch of masking tape because I just like the grunginess of masking tape and the way it takes paint, and I'd add a little bit of book text. I don't know what it is. I've been doing that for probably 5 or 6 years now, and I think it's because I came from the altered book arena, but I love adding book text and then just working over it so I have a starting point on the page. So I did that all in advance before I had started this, and then but the rest of this journal I got done basically in about 3 hours. It's not, I wouldn't say it was 100% done. A lot of pages are, but this was way further than I thought I could ever get. So I'm kind of looking at the similar approach for this so that I can feel like I'm getting something done, basically. In my 30 minutes. I probably won't do a whole page. Maybe occasionally I might, but for today, all I'm going to do is just start some backgrounds and get some backgrounds prepped. I wish I had the journal that Robin does, but I'm going to just use one I've already got started because I really have a shelf full of unfinished books, and this is an opportunity to get some progress on one of my smaller pieces. But I just wanted to show this as an idea of what I have done, because I had done some layering of book text. This was actually more what I consider the cover of it, but I brayered over some gesso, added some paper, collage. I think this was part of a book page or something that had this neat thing on there, and I outlined it. This was stenciling. You can also try spray inks. I don't know if I use very many spray inks. I have them. I just don't use them as often in this particular context. I would be more inclined to use them with ephemera probably, but maybe I'll give it a try somewhere in this book. And then I just basically did that collage. So this was very simplistic for me. Okay, I would say this is not done, but this was a very simplistic approach to what I normally do. I do a lot of painting over images. This one I left the images more raw for the most part. That was one. I wanted to show you another approach I've done. This was back from 2019. This book is also not finished, but it does have quite a lot. This was a journal I made and took with me for a mixed media art retreat in France in 2019. And I had, I don't know, about a week down in southern France. But before that, I was up in Paris about a week prior to that. So I really was, they're not photos per se, but I had collected lots of stuff from the places I knew I'd be going, or stuff while I was there, or stuff that gave me that French feel. And so I knew that there was a strong chance I might not get my book done. And I did actually start recently working on this again. But what I did is I collaged most of the pages just to get something down on every page. So that is another approach you can do, but that's more like if you kind of work like me. I love starting with an image and then altering. So these ones I don't really have done, except I did cover them with a clear gesso, because I'll paint some things out. Like I kind of have an idea and a plan for this Notre Dame page now, but this was one I did in France. It was the same concept. I glued stuff down, painted, and then added other things. Almost nothing in this book was started from a raw page. I did the images first. Now this one I did finish, but I think I added to it. It was quite different before I started. But that's just another type of approach if you're not sure how you would want to start. I tend to put book text down, brayer gesso, add some inks or paints. Just something to get something on there. Anyway, I got this out. This is my big container full of like scrappy stuff that I can use as a background. The journal I'm actually going to use for this challenge, I ripped the stuff off the cover. I did this a long time ago and I really hated it. So it's going to need some repairs. But I took a book that was oriented this way and covered it. And I decided I wanted a vertical format, like, I don't know. I guess I'm thinking of those tablets. Those, not tablets. Tablet style book from when I was in high school when they would teach typing. Because you had a tall, skinny book like that and you would prop it up. I think that might actually be what this book was. I think this might have been a typing book, and I decided to orient it vertical. Rather than horizontal. I don't like what I did in here because this was quite a long time ago, maybe 10 years ago. My style has changed. I have one page completed in here. The rest of them is nothing but a start. So I'm basically going to add some collage and stuff to these, just book text and brayer it. This is the one page I did get complete and I liked it. And it has lots of layers. I don't think my stuff in the rest of these pages are going to be this detailed since I'm doing the 30-minute a day thing, but maybe some will be finished later. I don't know. I think I had just done some messy painting. I think I did a bunch of sloppy backgrounds and cut down leftover pieces I had from other failed backgrounds and put in here. So a few of these do have a start on them already. I'll probably add some more collage and paint. Some of them I kind of like. I kind of like this look here, but so that's what I'm starting with. There's some blank pages back here, so I'll try to film some of my starts to my backgrounds. They're not going to be super glamorous today because it's just a background, but I'll get as many pages done as I can. in 30 minutes, and then I'll start adding to the pages tomorrow. Anyway, this is the 30, oh, I think I wrote it down here. This is, the hashtag is #30 in 30 days. Robin Dudley Howes, the Artsy Bohemian, is doing this and would love anybody who wants to play along with her. And I'll put the link to her starter video for this challenge down in the description below. So anyway, enjoy the art, and I hope you give it a try and make art for the next 30 days. Thanks. Okay, I haven't filmed in a long time. My camera started over, which is my phone, it started overheating, so I think I lost a little bit of the video, but I got as many as done as I could in around 30 minutes. I think I paused a couple of times because I didn't have a real plan. I forgot when you do, if you're going to ever try to do a bunch of backgrounds like that, I find it better to be prepped in advance, have out the colors of paint you want, the things you want to use, and I didn't do that because I was kind of flying by the seat of my pants today. But I think I did about 8 pages. Oh, and I also forgot, you got to put wax paper or something between your pages when they dry. If you're trying to do a whole bunch of pages in like 30 minutes, like backgrounds, I didn't do that. I ended up having to pause and dry a few pages. And then some places stuck. I think I was pressing some paper down and it stuck there, but it really doesn't bother me because most of this is going to get covered up anyway. It'll have more layers, more paint. It may be covered with images. This is not necessarily what I want. I just like to get something down and then go from there as I build up layers. So these are all ugly layer pages. So I did this. I think I used some similar colors on this. All I did on this one, because I like the dark background with the blue letters, I just put a gesso wash over it. This one I got my green I haven't used for a long time, and it was really thick and goopy, so I ended up with 2 green pages. I'll alter those more, but I'm probably going to end up losing quite a bit of text. I think, oh yeah, I didn't get to finishing these 2, but I'll just add just a little bit of paint. It has a start, so I'm pretty good with that. So anyway, this is a real ugly stage, but I probably will not get a video every single day for these 30 days, but I'll do as many as I can, because I got to get back into the habit again. So anyway, check out the challenge, and I hope you guys participate. Thank you so much.